Hey guys, Mick here from Aussie Carp Fishers. Recently watching a video by Luke at Catfish Carp on his bite alarm review. I thought, because he gets most of his product from the same place, which is obviously a big place in the States, it's not as easy to get stuff over here, so I thought I'd do a quick review on the alarms that I purchased a couple of months back. I got them off eBay. They cost me, I believe, $76. There's 4 alarms and 1 remote control. Oop. Now, as you can see, they come in the case, so they're all protected, nice and padded. The case is set to take 4 9-volt batteries and 6 AAAs. The remote control unit itself, quite simple, takes 3 AAAs, and each unit, if I can get the bastard off, takes a single 9-volt. Now, personally, I've found these units to be really good. Not only are they a little bit more stylish than most of the other ones that you see or that you find on eBay, even though they are cheap, they seem to work really well. They're quite solid. Only drama I have noticed is with this one here, you can see that the rubber footing has actually come off on this one. The other 3 are still fine. Over the Easter long weekend, I had a duck, or 2 ducks actually, wrap up in my line, and as they've took off, it's gone sideways. The rod has stayed in the holder, and I had the 2 magnets that are inside the wheel come out. Now that was quite simple to fix. It's 2 screws there, and again, once you pop the back off, there's 2 screws in here. You slide, undo the 4 screws, or pop the battery out, undo the 4 screws, and you just slide the magnets back into place into the wheel. It is very simple. So if there is a problem, and otherwise there's very little moving parts. It's all it's all button operated. They're decent sized buttons, I believe. I think I can handle these in any weather. Gloves on, don't know, in the dark or whatever, but quick run through on the alarms. Middle button is your power button. You see them light up. Now each one, they've got several different tones. Each of these lights is actually a different tone, as well as a different volume, depending on what buttons you press. And you can also change your sensitivity. So you've got your tone, your volume, and your sensitivity. It doesn't take much at all to get them off, get it triggered. And then again with the remote, so when I turn the, you see the volume, so turn the volume down on that, and the alarm goes off. Wait for it to stop triggering. So it keeps flashing for quite a bit, so you can normally tell which one. Now I've got these set, you can change the variations in your light patterns. I've got these set so that the coloured light stays on at all times. Now each remote has got its own colour. Come on, you stupid thing. Thank you. So again, and no, that's not a fish on, that's somebody sending me a text message. Again with the remote, you've got your volume. and then the M button right down to vibrate. And then again, hold on and off. Now you would have noticed there each colour lit up across the top of that. Again, oh, that's right, volume's down. I normally keep these on a 4 volume. Personally, I think that's more than loud enough, especially of a night. Tones, this is on the first tone. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as I said, this one's set to number 1. I've got each one set differently. And then your sensitivity. So you have it all the way up. It doesn't take as much to trigger it. Have it down, and the trigger is very easy. So again, so it takes, the sensitivity seems to work quite well. Always have it set to the most sensitive possible, but if you're fishing and running water or something, that might not be as practical. So one thing Luke kept pointing out from Catfish Carp is issues with batteries. As I said, these take your standard 9 volts and your standard AAAs. So again, it's just a matter of sliding the back off on the 9 volts and doing the clip on the remote. Each remote as well has the plug for your hangers, so you can plug all your hangers into them. They screw into any stand. I've picked up some from BCF. Unfortunately, I believe they're now a discontinued range, but they work brilliantly. If BCF gets some more of a different range or whatever, then obviously they'll be the go. I'll just grab one of the spikes I use. Now the spikes I use obviously have a screw off head, and then the alarms just screw straight onto there. And you're ready to go. They're telescopic spikes, so they extend out to double the length. And the bottom end of them has, not that you can see all too well, but the bottom end of them has a screw. So it helps it screw into the ground a little bit better when it's a bit firm. Most of the time though, you just push it straight through the mud. Alright, so that's my bite alarm review. I think these things are brilliant. For the price you paid, as I said, I think it was $76.95 or something along those lines from eBay, and it was the 4-pack with the case and the remote control. The remote control, I can vouch, operates, I know it would have been probably about 30 metres away from the control other system over the weekend, and my alarm still went off. So the remote operates 25-30 metres plus. Personally, I don't think you'd want to be fishing any further away from your lines than that. Alright, that's my review. Aussie Carp Fishers, give us a like. Give us a like on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and pop over and check out Catfish Carp as well. He's got some brilliant videos on there. Unfortunately, being the States from America, he's doesn't have the same range and things as what we have over here, but who knows, he may, or you may be able to access some of the stuff from over there as well. Alright, cheers.